Hey everyone, welcome back to the Triad Chord Scale series, and today I'm going to show you what I call the blues gospel chord scale. In a simple way, it's just a root position triad chord scale on the kind of like the 2, 3, 4 strings. Kind of looks like that, but a lot of licks like the one I just played for you come out of it. So it fits very well in that style. It's really important for playing those types of licks. So yeah, I'd say let's get right into it. There's also a lesson for the lick I just did and some other ones that really fit in this. So stick with the series if you want some musical ways to tie it all together. All right, let's get into it. So the first shape, our major shape, is kind of a nice even diagonal line. If you put your ring finger 5 on the D string, middle finger 4 on the G string, and pointer finger 3 on the B string, you're going to get a G major triad, just like so. And that, again, straight diagonal line, that's your major shape. Your minor shape, you're going to slide your ring finger 2 frets up, and it's similar. Just imagine the same thing, but imagine that the note on the G string gets lowered a fret, so it goes down to 5. Usually I just use my pointer finger with a little mini bar there to play 5 and 5, and use the ring finger to play 7. There's other ways to do it. You could use the pinky and then the pinky on 7 and then the pointer in the middle on 5. There's some different ways. I think the easiest way and the most flexible way is to do this mini bar here. So that's what I recommend. So see if you can switch between that G and that A minor. So it's like diagonal here. Ring finger goes up to 7 and you have this sort of mini bar minor shape. So back and forth. There's G there, and then there's A minor there. Now again, our 2 chord is always minor. Our 3 chord is also minor. So you can just take this shape, slide it up 2 frets. And you got B minor right there. So see if you can kind of alternate between those 3 chords, weave them together. B minor is here with the ring finger on 9 and the pointer across 7. So then we have down to 7 and 5 for the A minor, and then a whole step down again, 2 frets. Diagonal line shape gives you your G. Just roll around in that area with me for a little bit. Once you feel pretty comfortable, let's do the 7 chord, which is right below the G. So if we go down to the 4th fret of the D string, I usually do this one with the pinky because you're going to see you kind of got to stretch backward a little bit to get this. I'm going to put the pinky on 4 of the D string, the middle finger on 2 of the G string, and the pointer finger on 1 of the B string. So it's kind of like a crooked diagonal line now. It's like you had your kind of regular diagonal line here, but now these 2 fingers stretch back an extra fret. So that's your 7 chord right there. Pinky on 4, middle on 2, pointer finger on 1. So if you got that down, and then try to switch between that and your G chord a few times. There's a nice little G. Here's the kind of creepy F sharp minor. If you're really stretchy, you can stretch it with the main 3 fingers. It's doable. I find that a little difficult, but probably also difficult to do at speed, but it's possible. All right, so let's see if we can weave that real quick. The F sharp minor together with the G, and then up to the A minor. Do me a favor, let's just kind of wander around that area just a little bit to make sure we got it. Find that F sharp again, up to the G, A minor. Take your time, go over this a couple times if you need to. And back to the F sharp minor one more time. 4, 2, and 1, right there. Once you feel pretty confident with that part of it, I'm going to start moving up the neck again. So the diagonal shape, there's this regular diagonal line we had for the G shape. That's going to be our major triad. We're going to have 2 more of those on 10 and 12. So if your ring finger is on 10 and you have a diagonal line, so ring's on 10, middle's on 9, pointer's on 8, that's a major chord. That's your C. And then up 2 more frets with ring on 10, middle on 11, and pointer on 10. Ooh, sorry, ring's on 12, middle's on 11, pointer's on 10. Yeah, so that's a D chord. So see if you can just switch between those 2 a few times, make it really clear. When you feel It's that's pretty clear to you, try to move the pointer finger down 1 fret and go back to your minor shape. Your B minor right there. And work it in with your major chords. And back down to the B minor one more time. And back up to your C. Once you feel that area is pretty good, I'm going to go up to the D here, and we're going to switch to a minor shape. One more time. If we slide the ring finger up to 14, if you don't have a cutaway, this might start to get a little difficult, but it's worth a shot to try to reach up here. So this is going to be the E minor. It's going to be a very high E minor. Ring's on 14, pointer is on 12 for the G and the B strings. Again, I'm doing that mini bar here. Once you feel you got that, see if you can put that together with the D and then down to the C. Now remember, once we get fingers up to 12, it has a corresponding open position. So if you go to your regular caged E minor chord, your old cowboy chord there, if you just use the 2nd fret of the D string, same thing as the shape an octave higher. So let's see if we can start with the G here. I'm going to try to go down to the E minor here open, pastor F sharp diminished. There we go, pastor F sharp diminished. And then up to this high E minor and then back up down to the G, which is our root of the key we're in. So here we go. I'm going to start with the regular diagonal G, ring finger 5, middle 4, pointer 3. And I'm just going to kind of strum a pattern. You can do anything along with this you want. I'm just going to strum like this. So this is our G. Down to the F sharp diminished. It's a crooked line. It's 4, 2, and 1. I'll hold it a bit longer. And we go down to our E minor. I'm just using my middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. That's it. And just doing a little strum so I only hit those 3 strings. And back up to the F sharp diminished. Pinky on 4, middle on 2, pointer on 1. Here we go, back up to the G. Here we go. Diagonal line's the major shape. I'm going to go 2 frets up to A minor. 7 and 5. I'm going to slide that up 2 frets to B minor. Feel free to slow the video down or repeat sections if you need them. Up to C, just 1 fret up. Ring finger goes up 1 fret, diagonal line to C. 2 more frets up to D. There we're going to go. We're going to go up to E minor. 2 more frets, back to the minor shape. Alright, now get your brain ready. We're going to go backwards. We go down to D. Diagonal line. Down to C. Here we go. 1 fret down to B minor. Minor shape. A minor's coming. Down 2 more frets. And here we go. Final chord. Back down to G. Well, there you have it. That is the root position triad chord scale for the diatonic scale for those kind of 2, 3, 4 strings. Really, really handy. If you want to learn how to use it musically, check out some of the licks we have going on with this. That'll kind of help you put it into action a little bit. Yeah, thanks for sticking with us for this long. I hope this serves you well in your musical life. See you all soon.